Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtihim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nitya Pramayananda, and I'm recording from Tiruvannamalai, the town, sacred place, the place of a pilgrimage, where Swamiji was born and brought up. And behind me is the sacred Arunachala hill. So today I would like to talk in a series of Sannyas and about the importance of the master, importance and the benefits of the enlightened master, living master in the life of devotee, disciples, or sannyasi. So, and also in the context of the karma. Swamiji Paramahamsa Nityananda is an enlightened being. He is also recognized as an incarnation, the avatar. And so I will start from the karma. So there are 3 types of karma. And the first one is called the prarabdha karma. And this is the kind of karma with which we are coming to when we are incarnating to a present life. And why to talk about it? Because when we have an enlightened being in our life, when we've got an enlightened master, the whole issue with the karma, oh, it's my friends again coming to be filmed. So say hello. So so prarabdha karma is the karma with which we are choosing from the whole bank of the karma we are having, which is called sanjita karma. And sanjita karma, yes, the whole karma we have accumulated through the lifetimes. So the prarabdha, we are, let's say we've got 1,000 unit of sanjita karma. So when incarnating, we are choosing only, let's say, 10 units or 10% of the whole karma we accumulated. So the prarabdha is for us, it's our purpose in our life as well, and working with it. So very often we don't even remember with what karma we came, with what prarabdha we have chosen for this lifetime. So if we know, we are quite lucky. And why Swamiji is so important in our life, why an enlightened being, a living enlightened being is so important in our life, is that basically they take care of the prarabdha karma. When I'm being told that when you are being actually initiated, but here as a sannyasi, I'm being initiated as a Bhautika Brahmacharya, which is the first, which is not the probation period, but the period in which we can just have a look whether this lifetime works for you or not, and choose to pursue it or not. So you can drop, what we say, drop the kavi if you want to, and just come back to your secular life. So coming back to prarabdha karma. So what happens when you are being initiated, actually, Swamiji takes care of the prarabdha karma. The prarabdha karma is being cleared, cleaned, done and dusted. So now we just have to take care of what is called anagamya karma. Agamya karma is basically the karma which we accumulate on a regular basis. And this is absolutely what I think insane and insanity, because when you think about it, when you start to look at yourself, when you start to look and be aware how you function, you will notice that you make decisions, and decisions actually are karma. So when you start to notice how you function, you will notice that you are making decisions on a regular basis, on a minute-to-minute basis. And some of them are basically will be bounding us, and some will be freeing. So, or there will be decisions based on completion or incompletion, as we term certain things in Swamiji's technology. And So we are actually accumulating the Agamya karma on a regular basis. And literally, this is a large amount. Unless we are enlightened, unless we are on a high level of awareness, and we basically know how we function, what we do, and we've got a control over our behavior. We are aware, and therefore we are not reacting, but we are not based on a reaction. Our actions are not based on reaction, but basically on a clear awareness and an aware decision, because decisions can be unaware also. And so, yes, so this is a huge enlightened being in your life as a huge support also in terms of the Agamya karma, the accumulation on a day-to-day basis. Why? Because first of all, he will pinpoint faster than you think your incompletions. So you will be able to know. So the incompletions which we are not aware of. So we think everything is fine. We have made a decision. And yet we don't notice that, for instance, there are accumulated emotions, that there are incompletions inside the whole event or the whole decision. And what happens? We are accumulating those Agamya karma. So the master can step in, and depending on our decision, yes, he will point it out, and then depending on our decision, we've got the freedom to complete it, to follow his guidance. That's why this is so important and so precious. So the third one is the Sanjita karma. Sanjita karma, as I mentioned, is the whole accumulated karma, which we accumulated through eons of time, millenniums. God knows for how many lifetimes we've been burned and again and again. So, and it's being said, Swamiji says in his an amazing Living Enlightenment book, that through the grace of the Guru, only through the grace of the Guru, your karma, your Sanjita karma can be released, you can be free of it, you can be liberated. So if your aim, if your desire for this lifetime is liberation, if your desire for this lifetime, you feel the need to go somewhere else than you are at the moment, that you feel the need to move, that may be the answer. To have an enlightened being as a master, to take a guidance, someone who've been where we've been. So very often I've heard, like, why do you need a guru? And I started my spiritual journey back in Poland, where I was born and brought up. And I had a Polish spiritual teacher, and I remember that there was so much emphasis of releasing, being free from the guru, being free from the initiations. And I remember when I came to Swamiji's space, when I came to an awakening, this still was so strong in me that my system was resisting a little guru and resisting initiations, because there was this whole concept that they are not good, that they are dangerous, that they bound you, that they will actually bound you to the point that you actually will be coming here again and again and again. But the reality is that the guidance, the help and the support of an enlightened being, of Swamiji here in my case, my guru, my Gurudeva, my master, is that he is capable, in line with my desire, to free me from it, to liberate me. And he also says that either this is our last incarnation, or we can choose to be incarnated one more time, but it will be the last one. So, depending on the desire and a wish. And here I also remember what Swamiji said, that why it is a blessing to have a master, because I remember Swamiji saying about the Ramana Maharishi, that he said that actually even for you to think of the divine is the divine's grace. So it's not that this is because of you, this is because the divine decides. okay, now is your time. So remember, if you've got a yearning for evolvement, for enlightenment, for a spiritual master, for enlightened master, this is one of the most precious gifts you can get in this lifetime. And I remember people very often were asking me, why do you need a guru? Why can you get there on your own? And very often people actually think, yes, I can get there on my own. But the reality is that people are sitting in a caves. They're sitting and there is a sadhu, quite famous in India, and he who was, so this is like a quite strong penance they are doing, keeping his hand up for the last 12 years or so. So this comes, the spiritual practice comes to the extremes, this kind of extremes. And with the living incarnation, with Swamiji, with the avatar, who is the avatar, the living, the enlightened master who is in the body. So I come back here a little. So the enlightened master who is in the body is able to give you the experience. So you can be guided by someone, by a master who is no longer in the body, but he will not be physically giving you the experience. So what Swamiji is saying, you have to be physically present in his breathing space. So that's also very important information. And coming back to the question, why do you need the guru? And I remember I was kind of bumping onto people who were asking this question on and on. And they thought, okay, this is a sect. Why do you need a guru? Why can't you meditate on your own? Why can't you get there on your own? And actually, he's been there where we are. He had all possible experiences. So that's why his space is so compassionate. That's why he understands us so much. That's why his space of acceptance is beyond our understanding. That this is what he was saying also in a recent satsang. Have an opinion, but be all-inclusive. So, and obviously we can say, and this is what the enlightened being actually doesn't have an opinions, but that may be in a slight different context. So, yes, so having an enlightened master in your life, why? Because when you want to learn to drive, you go to a driving school and you get a teacher. When you want to learn Tamil language or English language, you go to a school or you get yourself a private tutor and you learn as well. So you always turn to someone who mastered the subject. And here, in this case, in the spirituality, I don't know why it happens, but actually everyone thinks, okay, don't bother, you just go there on your own, or majority of people, or many people. And this is huge misunderstanding which I see. How do you want to go and invent the wheel? What for? The scriptures have been written. They've been translated. He've got them all. Not only that, he've got the experience. He had it, he have it, he knows, he've been there. That's why, enlightened master in your life. And when I think being in Swamiji's presence, when your eyes see the enlightened being, when they recognize your whole being, recognize the space of oneness, when your being recognizes that at the front of you is someone, if we can call Swamiji someone, who got where you want to be, where he got to the point or achieved the point which you are aiming for. And through this also you can see that whatever your dreams may have been or are still present, they are realistic, they are possible. And when I'm talking about it, and I feel quite emotional right now, is that it was my desire. Some years ago, my perception of life, of people, of world was absolutely idealistic. I held this vision and this feeling that people are good, that anything is possible, that the humanity is good as well, and that the world can be better than is right now. However, at some point, because of certain experiences, because of certain events in my life, because of the environment in which I've been born, which I have chosen before coming here, it just smashed all the dreams, smashed all the ideals, and the ideal, which at some point I thought, okay, this is just a utopia. It's impossible. You know, maybe some 6,000 years ago, when Krishna was alive, there was an enlightened civilization. Maybe the Lemurians, maybe other civilization, maybe Mayans. But definitely, in this age, it's impossible. And yet, I came across someone who brought all my dreams back, who shows me with his life, with his existence, that whatever I dreamed of, whatever I thought, is correct. But now I just have to come back and dig out all that I've believed in. So all I can say, don't waste your life. There is someone who can take you where you want to be. And it's very simple. And this being grows enormously. He said, actually, Swamiji said very recently that whatever he's done so far, and if you know him, this year he will be 41. He's 40 right now. And his achievements are immense. His contribution already to the humanity, with the amount of recorded satsangs, with the technologies he introduced, with the amount of available free of charge teachings, free of cost teachings. Because also in Vedic tradition, and Swamiji revives this ancient tradition, we believe that the knowledge is free for everyone. So there is just someone who is waiting for you. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you liked it. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. If you haven't shared it and you liked it, please do share it. And any comments, questions, please do feel free to contact me. Nityanandam, thank you.